and DOBRO. DOBRO are the previous Russian prior lineup, and of course Avenue don't really need any kind of introduction. We are going to have Snack opening things up nicely onto Yohi there though. Very aggressive push round, still going to pick up the second onto Zazor in mid, and the Russians looking very, very strong. Third kill coming in there from the AK. 5 versus 2, 5 versus 1, 5 versus 0. And what about that for a calm, collective push? Alright, off the bat. Hello, Aerox. How you doing?
Hi, yeah, I'm good. Good to be here. Glad to be in the action. You know, it's been a while. An hour, maybe, for me. But, yeah. Glad to be here.
So, what are your thoughts on this game going into it? We were having a little chat beforehand. You know Avenue relatively well. I've spoke to a lot of the players. You know how they do. Obviously, they are a Dutch team. And you do obviously know of Prior. So how do you fancy this game is going to end up going?
Oh, it's going to be tit for tat, I can already tell. I mean, Avenue have come up off a great win against Isuba. Just, you know, I think that was yesterday even. And the day before that, they drew against Western Wolves. So, you know, those are two really high-profile wins. So that's going to bolster their confidence. And, you know, I think it's gonna, but I think, you know, Dobro, Russian team, maybe, you know, it's gonna be a team that, you know, not a lot of people know about, even though they've been around for quite some time, but they're gonna definitely have the unknown factor working for them.
Absolutely, and as you said, it's gonna be a close game. That has been reflected in this round. It'll be Strove facing off against Stilk. And if Dolbro can pick this up, quick rounds in succession. Are going to have a fake coming out from Strove. Can hear some gunfire coming from the JCB area. Still does get a few tags actually through the tin there. And had he have kept firing, could very well have picked up that kill. Strove meantime is going to bide it time. He's going to pop out there and pick up the kill onto Stilk on the red containers. And surprise, surprise, we're going to have the 1-1 start.
Yeah, it's actually, it's pleasantly surprised to see that Strove picked that run up. I thought he was going to, you know, I thought he was going to bottle. I mean, nothing against the kid, but, you know, he was in a one-on-one, you know, CGI, quite an important league. So, to see him actually go for the frag and actually get it, it's quite nice to see.
Absolutely. They have played one and won one so far in CGI, so I think they're sitting joint top with Western Wolves, which is going to be very nice for them. Either way, into the action here, as Yo-Yo pushes very aggressively into bottom A, gets rewarded with 2 quick-fire kills onto Zoid and Sterk as well. Going to get his third, in fact, onto Stilk. Opening up that bomb site for his teammate Strove, who's going to go and plant that bomb straight away. Beautiful play coming in from Yo-Yo. And that is going to be the 3v2 with that bomb down on bomb site A. So looking really, really good for them again. Should be picking up this second round. Are going to have Winky, who is normally the scope for Dobro. He's pushing around very slow but steady from the side. 24 seconds remaining on the timer. Can't afford to be too much slower. IceCheck has picked up a kill low onto Zazor. Back to a 2v2. 16 seconds to play with. Can they pick this one up? Strove has got this first and second as well. So important as I just switched over because Yo-Yo had timed out. So beautiful play coming in, and you are going to have the timeout being called from Avenue, as obviously they're wondering what's going on with their SMG.
Yeah, I have to say, I don't know what happened in the past 3 days, but the Avenue team that we're seeing right now is so different from the Avenue team that, you know, we've come to know under ATAS and Regis and Visualize. There's an air of confidence about them when they play. I mean, you saw Yo-Yo. Usually you have Caesar and I think it's Darky, who are their main SMGs. Now they switched it up, and you have Yo-Yo on the SMG, and there's such an air of confidence. He just pushed for the A bomb site in what was the third round, right? He just pushed it for the A bomb site, gets 3 frags, clears the entire bomb site for his team, and you know that. Oh yeah, whoops. And you know it's something you don't see very often in teams that, you know, are as young as these guys are.
Yeah, I think, as you said, I mean, I remember way back when they were Regis and Atis, as you said before. I remember casting them. I think it was the Reality LAN, where they kind of came out of nowhere, really caught a lot of people's attention, and since then they've just been getting better and better and better. And of course, these previous 2 results, as you said, they've taken the scalps of Isuba in the cup, which was yesterday, I believe, and they drew with Western Wolves not too long ago as well. So they must be really, really confident right now, feeling like they can beat anybody that's put against them.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, you have to rank those 2 teams as, like, arguably among the best in Europe, and, you know, considering Europe is the only continent that's still sort of playing CoD, you know, you have to count them among the best teams in the world. So to know as a young lineup, you know, because they made their roster switches I think a few weeks ago, to know that you're beating these teams already is just such a confidence booster. You know, it shows in their play.
Absolutely, and the question on my mind is, are we going to see a repeat? Doesn't look likely, as neither of the SMGs got a brilliant spawn there, but Darky is going to try and push aggressively regardless through the L-bend. He actually does have an SMG, so they seem to be switching up here dependent on spawns, but he is going to get taken down. He's on the 004 right now, and Steck doing a beautiful job in that A-bomb site, has 5 kills to his name so far. Zoid is going to go on to Yo-Yo from the top of A. Can he pick up the second kill? Doesn't look likely. Is coming under heavy fire though, and Steck is going to pick up yet another kill, going on to 6 after 3 rounds. Beautiful play from him. Winky into the backside of Yohi, and then onto Strove as well. And we saw this from Winky in the first round. Very aggressive push round the side, and getting rewarded for that aggression. 2-2 the scoreline.
Yeah, that's going to make this game interesting. Dobro obviously realizing fast pushes are going to work, being aggressive going to work, but that's exactly how Avenue are playing. So you're going to have very fast confrontations, and I expect sparks to fly.
Indeed, and I remember, you know, thinking that the prior, as they were then on Helsinki CoD Challenge number 2, were very impressive. So really licking my lips at how this game is going to play out. Completely even right now. Having said it though, this round Dolbro are 2-4 ahead, make that 2-3 now. As once again, Avenue are going to opt to go for this A bomb site. Ice Check will be taking down Yo-Yo though, so 1 versus 3 situation, all stacked against Strove. He got a 1v1 before, holding very much onto those nerves. But this time he is completely encircled from every potential angle. Stilk is round the back, should surely be picking up this kill any second now, but Strove is just round that corner. If Stilk fired off a few shots, the paper-thin walls would definitely have caved in and Strove would have been taken down, but he's going to pop around the corner to find Zoid there with the AK-47 from Girders, and it's going to be the Russians on top 3-2 ahead. And just a quick shout here, guys, I'm not too sure who Ice Check is. It could very well be Sinks, but I'm going to read what's put down, so just a quick word of warning.
Yeah, I mean, strong round, I mean.
Oh, are you still there, Alex? Well, I'll carry on. I'm not sure if he's having technical issues or what, but either way, 4v3, and it seems that Yo-Yo is saying CBA, so he did time out before. He also did time out as well in the knife round, so I'm just wondering if he has some serious connection issues, or perhaps his PC is going crazy. Either way, 3-3. I did read in one of the threads actually that had Avenue in it that Darky said he went emo, so I just wonder if the kind of youth of this team sometimes works against them. If they do start to come against a heavy wall, do they crumble? Do they push the self-destruct button? We are going to have to find out right now. Strove in another 1v3. Can he pick up the first kill? He's going to pop up towards the top of mid-building, and does get tagged up a couple times, isn't able to retort with anything of his own. Now getting tagged up from Burning Tank. Can see a head just bobbing up and down, but he still can't manage to pick anything up here. It's only a matter of time before he gets put out his misery. There's Stilk from the mid-building, and a very quick 4-2. Are you there, Aerox?
Yeah, I know, my bad. This is what you get, you know, when your parents have no regards whatsoever for your hobbies. They just barge in, don't care. But yeah, I mean, Dobro now finally finding their stride, it seems. 2 quick rounds on the board. Actually, 3. Make that 3 because Avenue was 3 rounds up, 2 rounds up. And it's going to be interesting to see if they can hold on to that, you know, that pace they have.
It definitely will, and we are going to see 2, make that 3, make that 4 kills being exchanged very quickly. Back-to-back kills of both teams. Down into a 3v3 situation. Avenue once again pushing the bomb onto A. Strove will get took down in the backside. Steck back onto Yohi. So it's all down to Zazor this time in a 1 versus 3. It's the 3rd time we've seen these odds being stacked against Avenue, and they haven't managed to clutch them just yet. So is Zazor going to be the man to do just that? He is in Rat Hole area, looking up towards top of A, now opting to look towards top of Ruins. He is being tagged heavily though from Zoid, who is always seemed to be occupying the top of A building. And I have to say, you know, from the start of this game, I think we've seen Avenue push A every single round, so maybe they need to mix it up a tiny bit here. They're getting a bit predictable.
Yeah, actually I was going to say exactly that. I mean, you know, you've seen, I was going to wonder how long it's going to be for Avenue to realize that their A bomb site, you know, the A push, it worked a couple of times, but now the Russians have it on lockdown. Doesn't seem to be this round though, as Dolbro encircled it pretty much. And look at this stack. Look at how they stack the map. They have at least 4 crossfires going on at one time. That's impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. But this is kind of the problem, that if you get predictable, if you get stale, you can just see Dolbro basically stacking the A in mid-area. They're not really too fussed about B right now. And you're going to have Yohi, who is the last remaining player on B, so again reflecting the point we said before, if they do push on B, there isn't as much resistance there. So I'm wondering if we're going to see that in the 9th round here. Either way, can Yohi pick up this 1v2 clutch? Have to feel if they go 2-6 down, it's looking a bit precarious at best, but Johi's going to do his best. Pushing around this corner right now, the replayer to his right-hand side, one up to his left as well. Icejack is in the garage, and Zoid is slap bang on top of the roof of mid, so it's going to be quite difficult for Yohi to pick up here. Is a player to his right-hand side, can pick up the kill onto Icejack, so going to be a battle of the AK-47s. Zoid is still on top of mid, biding his time. He realizes that he has by and large complete control over the map. He can see pretty much everything. He can hear Joe jumping around all over the place, but he's not even going to bother, and he has won this round. He knew exactly where the bomb was. Beautiful positioning there from Zoid. Smart play from the Russians. 6-2 ahead.
Yeah, and again, he had one in garage and one on mid roof, and that is just, you know, they had complete control of the entire map just by stacking those 2 positions. And you know, you have to be a team for so long to know what your teammate's going to do. And they did it perfectly.
Absolutely, and they don't seem to be heeding our warning here, as they are going to be pushing the bomb to A. This time a bit slower, so they're not trying the all-out aggression approach as we've seen time and time again. Strove's going to come around that corner. Can he pick up the kill? Yes, he can. Onto Stek. Stek has been a revelation so far. 9 for 5, but he has been silenced this time. Zoid as well has joined him, so 2 top fraggers for the Russians are not going to be featuring anymore. Having said that, Winky will come back. Has been taken down himself. Icejack is now the last remaining player. Was in a 1v4. Has managed to claw it back to a 1v3. But it's kind of carbon copy reversal here. There's now going to have Yohi on the top of mid building. And the rest of his teammates occupying this A. So Icejack in all kinds of troubles. And there's Zazor picking up the kill. And nice play there from Avenue. So kind of mixing up a tiny bit. Aerox, it was an A push again, but this time much slower.
Yeah, and I think the main difference was that Darky got his frag, the opening frag, and you know that's always a good boost to have your SMG be the first into frag. You know that he's going to be able to clear that bomb site now, even if he only gets 1 frag. At least he took one with him, so that's always very nice. He does it again this round, takes on Zoid, and I feel that they need to get the remaining 3 rounds. If they don't, their confidence is going to falter, and they're going to have so much more trouble. If they get the next 3 rounds, they're going to be in a good spot.
Indeed, they're looking good so far to pick up this one, as they do find themselves a player up. Having said that, suddenly Stek has pulled the kill out of the bag onto Yo-Yo, Stilk onto Yohi, so it is going to be a 2 versus 2. Icejack, top of ruins, going to start to push around, realizing this is more than likely an A plant once again. He would be entirely right with that assumption, as Strove with the bomb is trying his best to get this bomb down, but again, the paper-thin walls of Backlot really working against him, and his teammate has just been taken down. So can Strove go one better here? Can he get the 1v2? He's going to go for the fake plant. A hail of gunfire coming up there from Icejack, who is situated at the top of Tin Building.
I think he's going to win it.
It's definitely possible. I mean, he has gone for the fake again. He is opting for this player coming around the corner. He's going to fake again. Can he pick up this kill? He's being tagged very heavily, though. And now you're going to have Stilk pushing in. So unfortunate from Strove. Had he have just held on to his guns there, he would have got the kill onto Stilk, and then very likely would have picked up the second as well. But CoD4 is one of those kind of games, Aerox, that the split seconds, those fractions, can make all the difference.
Yeah, I mean, Icejack won that round for them. I mean, he didn't get the frag, but, like milliseconds before Stilk, I think it was going to come around the corner, he tagged Yo-Yo up so much that he was forced to turn around, and Stilk could just come in and mop up the frag. That's so well played by Icejack.
Yeah, I mean, Strove couldn't stay in the same position. He had to move, otherwise he would have died from the wall bang. But as we've been talking, it has gone down to a 3-8 scoreline. And I said this before on the Tech 9 thread. I did see Darky say, oh god, on City Streets, I want a bit emo. I'm just wondering, it's gone kind of emo right now. He's on 4 for 10. His team are 3-8 behind, and this is really where you see the character come out from the players. Can they pull this one back to a 4-8 scoreline? You have to feel they're going to have to do just that if they want to pick up this game.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that, because I don't know if it's age or just personality, but they don't really have a motivator in their team. When the chips are down, they're going to get annoyed, they're going to get frustrated with things, and they're going to make silly mistakes. And I think that's definitely going to play a factor right now, especially if they're going to go 9-3 down, which is what it's definitely looking like.
Yeah, it's definitely looking likely that we will see the 3-9 scoreline coming out here. As DOBRO are a player up, and of course they are on the defense. They just have to sit in deep here. Surprise, surprise, Avenue going for an A again. I think that is 12 consecutive A rounds for Avenue. I honestly can't remember an all-out B push that they've made, and you are going to have a 2 versus 4 situation coming out. Darky with a nice kill through the smoke onto Zoid. Did see him jumping across though, so smart play from him. There's going to be another player below him though. Have a quick switch over. It's going to be Winky. Can Winky pick up this kill? Stilk will take down Darky. And Stilk is now going to try his best to get that wall bang. But Winky will finish things up nicely onto Strove. 3-9 is the score at half time. And I have to throw the question out to you, Aerox. Can Avenue pull this one back?
Logically, yeah. Realistically, probably not. I mean, you'd have to have a crazy motivator and the luck that you get like the first 3 rounds to build some sort of, consecutive rounds, and only then they would be able to pull this back. I think, with the self-destructive nature of this team, I don't think it's going to happen, because you can equate this to like to reason of all, with the Fnatic OF3 thing, where they were 11-1 up and still threw it away. That was because Fnatic had crazy motivators and the luck of a few rounds, stringing them back to back to back. And if you have a self-destructive team like Reason, that's just going to work in your favor. And we're probably going to see that right now with Avenue.
Yeah, and I mean, I know that DOBRO have been together a very, very long time, so it's unlikely that they're going to throw this one away. Having said that though, Avenue, a very talented bunch of players, so it is still possible. However, unlikely as Eric said, they're going to have to pick up some momentum early on. The Yo-Yo has gone down, so that is definitely going to throw a spanner in the works here for Avenue. Strove back onto Stack though, so potentially still on the cards right here. I'm going to have a quick switch over to see what Stilk is doing. He's very sneakily pushing his way up to A. Nobody is actually defending A right now from Avenue, so A is by and large quite clear. They do have a player out in girders, which is just spotted, and they also have one around the red containers, I believe. Yeah, Zazor will be on the red containers, so they do indirectly have coverage on A. Zoid will be going on to Yohi there, which isn't going to be too good for the Avenue boys. Now Zoid is going to be pushing his way into Rat Hole. He will be taken down from Darky. Ice Check in the meantime is going to make short work of Zazor, so A is completely open. The bomb is down around Burning Tank. Strove onto Winky, 2v2 situation. These are the kind of rounds that Avenue simply have to pick up if they want to get their way back in this game. And it's going to be very difficult. Strove has just seen a player hopping across there onto A. And Darky is going to be taken down in amongst all the action. So Strove is now on the opposite side of the map to that bomb that's going down. Ice Check has nice coverage. Very nearly getting finished off there from Strove. And the bomb is down from Stilk. So now really looking bad for Strove. He misses a few tags there onto the top of A. And what I don't think he realises that Stilk is still standing just there. In fact, by the looks of things, he knows exactly where Stilk is, but unfortunately he can't pick anything else, and Stilk just picks up the deagle and shoves it down Strove's throat, and that's going to be a 10-3 Aerox. And as I said before, I really think that's the kind of round they simply had to win.
Yeah, they had to win that, but that was really unfortunate for Strove. I mean, you saw he tagged Stilk to within an inch of his life as he was planting that bomb, and then he missed a few easy tags, so he was probably kicking himself for that one. Things just weren't, the luck wasn't with him, and that really pulled him down there.
Yeah, and that's definitely not the kind of thing that's going to build a kind of confidence and momentum. Having said that though, they have came out with a very strong 5-on-1, 5-on-0, so showing great resilience in that round. Perhaps that's going to give them a bit of a kick up the backside they need. They're going to wake up and come alive here and pull this one back, but as it stands, it's still 10-4 to the Russians, who are looking very, very strong here.
Yeah, and I wonder what role Yohi's going to play now, because when they played Isuba, Yohi was vital for them on the first map. I can't remember exactly what map it was, but he was playing a really good role at the scope, and he's picked up scope now. And I wonder how that's going to affect. Actually, he has an AK now, but he switched the scope for a round there, and it seemed to work. So I wonder if he's going to do it again, and if so, how that's going to affect the team.
Backlot isn't necessarily one of those maps that you have to take a scope on. A lot of scopes do like to pick up the AK. And in amongst all that, talking of AK, Strove did pick up himself 2 kills there. Zoid getting the upper hand onto Zazor. And suddenly back to a 3-on-3. So Strove's good work has been neutralised. And so the question is, can Avenue hold on to this lead that Strove gave them? Perhaps not. He's in a nice position here. Has seen Zoid does manage to convert that to a kill. So they now have the player advantage. Winky gets taken down from Yo-Yo, and the bomb is now down on the A site, which they're going to have eyes on. Going to be a very difficult situation for IceJack to pick up here, and Darky is going to pop around that corner, picking himself up the kill, and he's definitely came alive. At one stage he was on 3 for 8, now 8 for 12.
Yeah, and you know, you just feel that if they get the next round, then we might very well have a game on again. I mean, 10 to 5, not the best score. 10 to 6 isn't the best score either. But you know, 3 rounds in a row, that's gonna, you know, jumpstart their confidence. So next round definitely vital for both teams.
Yeah, all about momentum you have to feel, especially with the likes of Avenue. If they can get that confidence up, there's very few teams that can really beat them when they're feeling good, as we've seen over the last few days. But if they're feeling a bit down and out, the chances are the Russians are going to pounce here, and they are going to capitalise on this weakness. Either way, into the 16th round, 2 players have gone down. The scope for Avenue, and also Stilk, who is top fragging on score overall on the server here. So 2 influential players have been taken down.
Yeah, there's like a feverish tension right now. No one really wants to be the first to die.
Absolutely. Now we do have a bit of an explosion of action there. So next to 3v2, Stek has been tagged up fairly heavily, but should be regenning any second now. And now Strove is going to try his best to pick up that kill onto Winky, who is situated at top of A. So very, very slow. And one thing I've noticed about Dolbro is they do drop that bomb in nice positions, giving themselves a chance to go ahead and pick that one back up again. Don't want to drop it in horrible positions, but either way, Winky finds himself in a really sticky situation. He's going to be taken down from Strove.
Yeah,
so
Strove smashed it. Strove just smashed it that round. Got the last 3 kills. Really well played by him. He's been playing absolutely amazing for them. 17-12, fantastic stuff by him.
He's top fragging, and he's carry bagging his team and then some. 17 for Strove. Next player is Darky on 10. Darky is going to pick up the first kill here onto Stilk though, and this is exactly what Avenue need. If they can pick up the next round or 2, they're going to be feeling invulnerable. Winky goes back onto Yoi though, so not too sure about how Dobro are going to choose to attack this. Looks like they have a very slow, methodical push on the A site. IceJack on the burning tank with the bomb in hand. Now going to drop that one on burning tank. This is going to allow Dobro to opt for whichever bomb site they feel is weaker. But look at Strove, Aerox. I mean, the guy is just on fire right now, picking up kills here, there, and everywhere. And he has the support from Darky as well, who picks up his 3rd of the round. That's going to be the 10-7. Game is well and truly on right now.
Game is definitely on. They needed that. They got it. Darky's on fire now. Strove's been chiming in with kills. Enter. Caesar's got 6, but he got such a vital frag on top B. Yeah, this is going to be awesome.
And he is going to pick up the first kill. So Darky, a few minutes ago, was on 3 for 8. Now on 13 for 13. Has definitely gone through the gears here. And he has Strove, the man on fire. The talisman for Avenue right now. Has just been picking up kills all over the map, but Stilk is going to silence Zazor, who's had quite a quiet match to say the least. He's on 6 for 14 right now, is bottom fragging for either team. But it's all going to be down onto Strove and Darky. You have to feel if Avenue are going to pull this one back, and there's the man himself. Darky's going to pick up the kill onto Winky. Stilk straight back onto Yohi though, who was lurking around that bottom tin area. And it looks like they've dropped the bomb in mid-building, so they really have the whole choice of map as to where they're going to push here. Looks like they are going to be opting towards B though. They have a player around tin. IceJack is in mid. Yo-Yo is going to go onto Stilk though. So they do get the player advantage again, Avenue. And now Yo-Yo is going to be trying to push his way to around Garage. There is going to be a player inside there though. They're going to come head to head any second now. Who's going to get their pan? It's going to be Zoid. So back to a 2v2. Zoid was heavily tagged in the process. IceJack onto Strove. And now it's down to Darky. He's definitely been on form these last few rounds, but is he going to be good enough to pick up this 1v2? Has to be so careful. Going to be player to his right hand side. He's going to be bumping into them any second now. In fact, that player has darted to a rat hole. It is Zoid. He's been tagged up heavily. Can Darky finish this one off? Tries the wall bang. Zoid is going to be pushing into the mid building itself, so I have to feel that Darky's chances are slipping away here. He is still in a 1v2, but with 25 seconds remaining, and nice positions being picked up here from both Zoid and IceJack, and IceJack will be picking up that kill. So the pain train has been derailed for now from Avenue, and they find themselves 4 rounds behind again at 11-7.
Yeah, I wonder how they're going to cope with this. I mean, they played it so slow, the Russians did. I mean, they stopped. They brought the clock down to like 20 seconds left before they got that final kill. So I wonder how Avenue's going to deal with that. I mean, I think they're going to go Darky opening up frags again. It's a pretty good start, but now they slow it down again, and you have to wonder if Avenue have that self-restraint to hold the line.
Yeah, absolutely. If they get a bit nervy here and get a bit peaky, it's definitely going to be playing into the hands of the Russians. They seem like a much more kind of disciplined team, if I have to be honest. But Avenue have the kind of flair and the explosiveness that's required to get those vital rounds. So this kind of lineup, this kind of action, you really can't call who's going to pick it up. But Zazo has got the M4 kill, opting for the M4 over the AK-47. Perhaps it's a bit of a superstition to deal with him.
Stilk's in a good spot.
They actually have gone for the fake there. Ice check. He's going to pick up the kill onto Yo-Yo, and Yo-He's going to have to start to get a wriggle on here because he's on the opposite side of the map. Can't afford to be here for too long. He's going to jump on top of the car though. Going to give him a nice position and see the top of A and wallbang as well. And Zoid's going to go on to Zayzor. Yo-He back onto Zoid though. 2 versus 3, but time is ticking down. This is not going to be looking too good.
Wow!
Darky with 1. Can he get a second? Yes, he will.
Darky.
That's going to be the 11-8.
What the hell happened? Darky just... I don't even have words for that. I can't believe he got that frag on top. I thought that Stilk was just going to destroy Darky. And the kid just comes out of nowhere. It just drops him. That's so well played by him. Fantastic.
So well played indeed, but Stilker's got a beautiful spawn. He is already around Girders. He could be picking up a few kills. He's got one onto Yo-Yo. Can he get this second? There is another one onto Girders, but this is smart from Stilk. He realizes that he was overextended, didn't want to get encircled, pulled back. He got the pick there onto A, and he has opened this one up nicely for his team. Strove's going to try his best to wallbang on through, but Bomb has gone down from Ice Check, so that slow, steady kind of approach has been completely scrapped for the all-out push. And looks to be working well for them so far. 2-3 ahead. Yo-He is being heavily tagged. Has been finished off. Last remaining player is going to be Strove. Has pushed his way into A. Can he pick up the first kill? Yes, he can. Ice Check falls. He's got Stek on top of A. And still lurking around burning tanks. Strove has gone for the fake here. Stek is dropping. This may not be the greatest of plays. Is he going to get taken down from Strove? Yes, he is. 17 seconds remaining on that timer. All Stilk had to do was stay in, but he does get the kill regardless. The Strove was forced to go looking. And that's going to be 12-8. So best case scenario for Avenue right now, if they win the next 4 rounds, it's going to be a draw.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's they lost it now. I think they lost their motivation now because a draw. It's mostly a psychological. It's like you can use the point, but what's the point because you lost, and you see that here they just crumbled now.
Yeah.
Unless Caesar can actually go massive, now you can't. That's unfortunate.
I think the one thing that I kind of take out of this game is that Avenue, when they're confident, when they're on form, they're absolute animals. We saw Darky and Strove really starting to open up in their stride, but when they're kind of behind, they do seem to crumble. They do seem to press that self-destruct button and suddenly go 3, 4, 5 rounds behind in the blink of an eye. And that's kind of Call of Duty 4 in a nutshell. So, as you kind of hinted at this before, actually, you said they don't really have a motivator in their team. Maybe that's something they're going to have to look into.
Yeah, definitely. No, I mean, I think they don't have to look into it, but I think they just need someone to step up and say, alright guys, we might not be in the best of circumstances, but we've come back from worse, we can do this. And if you have that, it's just such a good thing to have. And
it's such a good morale boost.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it depends. I mean, it can work against you. It can definitely work against you. I've actually had that situation myself a few times where trying to be the motivator, it just completely, turned its back on me. And but overall, I feel that like if you have a player who can bring himself to try and motivate the friends, the teammates, it's going to be great.
Absolutely. Well, anyway, guys, that is going to conclude our coverage of this evening's proceedings in the CGI. Congratulations to Dolbro, who go ahead and win 13-8 at the end. Commiserations to Avenue. We've been Kestu. I've been Metis, joined by Erox. And do you have any final shout-outs, Erox?
No, man. It's been a joy as always, and I hope everyone else enjoyed.
Likewise, guys. So stay tuned for the upcoming days. I assume we'll have more CGI action coming up. You can have a quick switch over to facebook.com/Chaos TV. We always update when we're about to go live. And until next time, guys, bye-bye.
Pump it up, y'all. Pump it up, y'all. Yeah, I like this. Breng de man back terug naar de set. Terug in de spot, lights is back. Yeah, erger dan ooit tevoren. Sterker dan ooit tevoren. Van een op de andere dag was die weg, maar zijn plan was anders.